Welcome back to the Mid-Year Mitch YouTube channel. Today's episode, I'm going to show you how I refresh C2 Corvette Headlight Motors, so be sure to stick around. Also, if you're new to the YouTube channel, please hit that like and subscribe button. It really helps my channel. So my buddy brought this car out to me to clean it up, but also to work on this headlight. So it was working before, but it just recently stopped working. So if you help it a little bit, the headlight motor will roll up. So I'm thinking it just has old grease in it. So you can get access to it from back here, which you guys would never be able to see. But there's a motor that lives right here, and it goes onto the shaft here. So it's pretty easy to remove. There's one bolt and a clip, and then the motor slides out once you disconnect the wire. So I was able to get the headlight motor out. There's a little clip right here that you have to pull out, and there's one bolt you take out, but you have to rotate the headlight motor with that little star gear back there to loosen it up, then you can pull it out. So here's the driver's side headlight motor. I'm going to work on taking off the gearbox housing on the end, just take out these couple bolts. So to show you how original that 63 is, that's 50-year-old grease right there. That is not, it's like gum. That's really not grease anymore. So that's definitely gotta be the problem for why this headlight doesn't like to go up all the time. It will, but with a little bit of help. So I'm gonna put you guys back on time lapse. It's hard to do one-handed. Take these gears out, get these cleaned up, inspect them, make sure that they're all okay. Hopefully they're not stripped or anything. Next I'm gonna take out the passenger headlight. So right now the motor's all the way down. If you reach about in the middle of the car, you'll feel there's a little star wheel in there. You're going to want to loosen the headlight up. That's a manual override if you need to lift the headlight up and the motor's not working. So you want to release the tension off of it. That way the motor will come out. Then in the same area there's a connection we're going to pull. There's one bolt for a strap and then one clip, and the motor should pop right out. So the passenger motor's apart, and you can see the grease is just like paste in this one. I cleaned out all the old grease that was in the housing and the motor, and the gear, the main drive gear that was in here is shot. It didn't bother to clean it up. But I don't know if you can see, the teeth are smushed together and there's like a cup in them. So they should be straight across, nice and sharp like this. But these ones are dished where this gear has worn a groove into it. So that's a common problem with these. So I went to my Corvette shop, picked this guy up, so now we'll put it all back together with fresh grease, and it should be hopefully good for another 50 years. So both motor gearboxes are refreshed with new grease and new main gears. So now I'm going to put these guys back in the car. So I have the car in the warm garage now. Another thing you can do while you have the motors out is just roll these over by hand, just to make sure that they roll nice and free. This was the problem one, and it does. It's not as loose as the other one, but it's also not binding. I think the other one was just really, that one's just really good. But if this is binding up in here, you can take all this apart and re-grease it, but this actually feels pretty good. So I'm actually gonna leave that alone. So now it's time to put the motors in, so we just have to very carefully sneak the motors down through here and bolt them in. And the only thing is I didn't pay attention to how those gears are clocked, so I may have to roll this headlight around to get it where it needs to be. So this was just a little video of refreshing headlight motors. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I stuck with the gearbox side. You could also take the motor apart, clean that, put new brushes in it, or just clean everything up and put it back together. But I'm just not as confident with electric motors, so I stuck to the mechanical side. So that's why I did what I did. You can choose to do however you want to do it, but the motor itself worked on this car, so I just figured it was still good. So if you enjoyed the video, please hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe, and I have a lot of work to do, so I'll catch you guys later.